Hey, everybody. So we're doing a pre-recorded video. It seemed a little bit easier. So we wanted to talk a little bit about what's going on at New Lantern Media. Now, we've been here before. New Lantern Media has been a thing, but it's changing a little bit. Now, Eric, what is changing with New Lantern Media?
Oh, yeah, just throw it right to me. Uh, well, originally, New Lantern Media was created to create kind of a network for other podcasters, various individuals who would want to join us and move on this journey. When we decided to, throw that out the door and kind of focus on ourselves, we had this exciting idea, and this was one that's been years in the making, and it was simply to create this new kind of personal network called New Lantern Media Presents. And what it presents are these amazing stories written by myself, by Justin, by other individuals that are going to come to life using various sound techniques and storytelling to bring you an awesome, just really audibly visual package that you can enjoy on a weekly basis. So what's I think really cool about this is something that we've been wanting to do for a while. This isn't your normal podcast. There are other podcasts like this. It's story podcasting. But when you look up online, like various story podcasts, a lot of them are really just people reading stories, just like opening a book and reading it.
Audiobook, basically, yeah.
Right, basically an audiobook. But this one is filled with sound effects. We want to not only engage you with the narration of the story, but we want to make our characters alive. So we're bringing them to life with various voices. Right now, we're actually doing something super cool. We're utilizing artificial intelligence to help us create these really lifelike characters. All of the characters are voiced by Justin and I, but we're using an overlay to kind of give them their own personality. And that's kind of where we're going for this first, I would say, story or two before we get the funding to start hiring actors to come on and join us, which is ideally what we would like to do. But because AI is such a big deal right now, we thought, why not jump on it and see what it can do? And I will tell you, we finished an episode, the pilot episode of our first story recently, and it's phenomenal. Like, it's just so cool. I'm excited for you guys to check it out. But going forward, we're just looking to expand this New Lantern Media Presents and share with the world the various stories that we have to tell.
Yeah, and on newlanternmedia.com, you'll also find our other podcasts right in the pickle barrel. We're still doing it. We have taken a short break from season 2 to work on this, and we will be back with season 3 for right in the pickle barrel very soon. And what's really exciting about New Lantern Media Presents is it's some way for us to get not just our stories out, but maybe eventually other people's stories as well. There are a lot of videographers, script writers, playwrights, other authors that never either get their stories published or don't do an audiobook for it. And I think it would be a great way for us to expand after, this initial run here and get other people involved. Erik mentioned funding, which that sometimes plays a huge part for it, but we are going to push and try and include other authors, other screenwrites, other playwrights, and just make this a great show to listen to. And I'm excited for this. We have been wanting to do something like this for a while, and it finally got to the point that we pulled the trigger, and here we are. And we're shooting, hopefully, for a summer launch, at least the first few episodes, and there might be a break in the season. But we're going to keep continuing with this because not only are we excited about it, we're enjoying ourselves doing this show.
It's a lot of fun. And another cool thing here too is, a lot of podcasters utilize YouTube. They just take their audio recordings and they post them on YouTube, and you can listen to them there. A lot of people like to use YouTube to listen to audio, but we're going to do things a little differently because we're going to upload the podcast as your normal podcast everywhere you could find podcast, right? App, whether it's iHeartRadio or Podbean or something like that. But we're also going to upload a video version of this storytelling feast as well. It's going to be more of a visual aspect to the storytelling. So you can watch it both ways. You can listen to it on audio and watch it on YouTube. The YouTube, though, I think we're going to maybe push a little later. Let the
And we're going to be
audio come out
having it
first.
for supporters only.
Yes, indeed. It's good.
There is a new thing for Spreaker where they're doing their own supporter program. So we're going to be launching that around the same time as this podcast come out. That video component, a discount for New Lantern Media merch, and what was the third thing? Oh, the signed posters of the graphics from the video component is going to be offered to any supporter.
All right. So with that said, we do have, as we mentioned, a couple of shows lined up here. And the first one is actually currently an 8-episode series. I'm thinking of pushing that a little further to maybe 10 episodes, but this is a series. So there may be a second season of it. Have not figured that out yet. I'm not sure if I want to conclude it this one series, this one season, like a mini series or what. But nonetheless, this first series we're working on is currently about an 8 or 9 episode story. And each episode is roughly between 8 and 15 minutes, which is really cool. It's very engaging. There's a lot of sound effects to listen to. There's the narration. There's the characters that you get to become involved with and get to know. So it's really fun and fascinating. And that story is called Devil's Worth. And so I'm going to give you a little idea of what Devil's Worth is about, because this is something that I've been working on since 2019. It was originally, I originally wrote it as a series, as a television series. And only recently, when Justin and I decided to create New Lantern Media Presents, did I consider actually rewriting it as an audio version for podcasting, for audible storytelling. And I'm excited for it. And so Devil's Worth follows Victoria and her 10-year-old daughter as they navigate life within a mysterious township riddled with tortured souls and a haunted past. When tragedy strikes, they must learn to pick up the pieces and try to flee, but the township won't let go. I hope that kind of catches your imagination there and the idea of what this could be about, because this story is riddled with ghosts and monsters and tortured pasts and all kinds of crazy things. That this is not your typical township. And it's something that I've been really excited to do and work on and bring to life. And I'll tell you, it's gritty. It's a gritty story. It's dark. It's gruesome. And it's fantastically awesome, in my opinion.
Yeah, I made the comment to Eric that this is a super dark, messed up show, and it's gonna be worth the time waiting for this show, because we're putting our blood, sweat, and tears into the show. And then after that, we're probably going to be following it up with my story, Stalking. And it'll be a story that you may or may not have heard before, because I have submitted it to an anthology before. If you haven't, this will be a new take on it. So with that, we hope you guys are excited. We hope you're pumped, and we hope you share this everywhere, because it's going to be one of the best story podcasts out there. And in my personal opinion, probably one of our best podcasts since we've started.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. This is exciting. It's a whole new route for us. We're so used to podcasting in terms of like news style podcasting, right?
Yeah.
We talk about various topics like most podcasts do. So this is the first time we're getting into narrative podcasting and storytelling. And it's something we've been wanting to do. At least I've been wanting to do. Justin may not tell you, but for like 5-6 years, I've been pushing him, and he's like, no. And now we're doing it, and he's psyched. So here we are, and we're excited. It's going to be fun.
All right, folks, share this video with everybody you know. Get ready, because New Lantern Media Presents is on its way.